There was a time in America when freedom was a privilege, not a right, when the color of your skin decided whether you lived free or in chains. And in the middle of that darkness walked a woman, small in size, but bigger in courage than most armies. Her name was Harriet Tubman. Harriet was born a slave in the 1820s. She wasn't allowed to learn to read or write. She didn't go to school. Her childhood was working in fields, carrying heavy loads, and being punished for no reason. She was beaten. She was whipped. She once got hit in the head so badly, she lived with pain for the rest of her life. But do you know what she never lost? Her spirit. She didn't accept that her life belonged to someone else. She didn't believe that she was less than. And one night, she made a choice. She ran through swamps, through rivers, through forests, with nothing but the stars to guide her and danger behind every tree. But she made it. She escaped. She reached freedom. She could have stopped there. She could have lived a quiet life. She earned it. But Harriet Tubman wasn't just escaping for herself. She went back, not once, not twice, 19 times. Every time, risking her life to bring others out of slavery. She guided over 300 people to freedom, men, women, children, and not a single one ever got caught. They called her Moses because she was leading people to the promised land of freedom. But here's the thing. She wasn't rich. She didn't have weapons. She didn't have power. She just had bravery, purpose, and unshakable belief. There was a bounty on her head, $40,000, which was a fortune back then. And still, she went back again and again, because when Harriet saw injustice, she didn't look away. She didn't wait for permission. She took action. And when the Civil War began, she didn't sit back. She joined the fight. She worked as a nurse, a cook, a scout, and even a spy for the Union Army. She became the first woman in American history to lead an armed military raid. And you know what happened? She freed more than 700 slaves in one night. She did all this without asking for credit. She wasn't chasing fame. She was chasing freedom for everyone. Years later, when someone asked her how she did it, she said, "I never ran my train off the track. And I never lost a passenger." Because to Harriet, it wasn't about the risk. It was about the mission. Today, we live in a world where you can speak freely, choose your job, chase your dreams. That freedom, it wasn't free. People like Harriet paid for it with their courage, their pain, and their sacrifice. So if you ever feel small, if you ever feel like you can't make a difference, remember this: a woman with nothing but a will to fight changed the course of history. You don't need to be famous to be powerful. You don't need permission to be brave, even if the road is dark, even if the odds are against you. Because sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is walk toward danger so that others can walk free.